All right, so the first step in the SEO suite is to make sure that we have Google Analytics installed. So you can see here Google Analytics is really awesome. It gives you all these like charts and graphs and where people are coming from and what time of the day they're visiting your website and just all of this amazing data that Google gives you for free. So let's go ahead and get this set up so that it's installed on your site so that you actually have all of this data as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to actually set you up with a brand new one. So you're going to go to analytics.google.com. I'll link that below and just go ahead and click on the link, and then you'll sign up for a Google Analytics account. Now, the first thing is we need to copy a little small piece of code, and we're going to paste that code into our website. So once you get your Google Analytics account set up, takes about 2 minutes, with your email address and all of that. Once you have it all set up, then it's going to look something like this. A lot of this will be blank because it'll be brand new, of course. But we're going to go ahead and go to admin. And then we are going to go to where it says tracking info and then tracking code. And then we're just going to take this little piece of code, we're going to copy it, and then head over to our website. So here on the back end of the site, we're just going to go to where it says appearance, and we're going to go to customize, theme settings, header, footer, scripts. So then we're going to go where it says header, and we're just going to go ahead and paste and then publish. So now when we go back to Google Analytics, we'll be able to see all of the information that I just showed you here. Now, Google Analytics is so cool because it'll start tracking immediately, but it's always about a day behind. And so when you click on like audience, and it'll show you demographics, geo-targeted behavior. So again, where are they coming from? It shows you where your highest acquisition channels are from. So I happen to know mine are like Pinterest, Google, Facebook, etc. It'll tell you all of that. It'll give you behavior, so you can see where people are entering your site, where they're leaving your site, which are your most visited pages. So it actually gives you flow, so you can see how people are tracking through your site. The data that we have here is so powerful. So I encourage you to go ahead and get that set up. And then once you do, you'll be good to go. And then we'll move on to the next step in the SEO suite. So the next step is to submit the site to the Google Search Console. And all this means is that now you have a brand new website. Well, you just need to tell Google that you have a new site. So this is what we're doing in order for people to be able to find your website on Google. So let's go ahead and click Start Now. So you may come to a blank screen, something like this, or it may go through a series of prompts to ask you what your first domain is. Either way, what we're going to do is we're going to go to add a property. So you may end up on this page in a couple different ways, but we're all going to end up in the same place, okay? So we're going to add the property, and where I'm going to get this is just the top of the page. So I'm just going to do the URL of this page, which is honeybarsites.com. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. It's going to verify. Now for me, the ownership auto verified, and this is because I actually did the Google Analytics prior to doing this. However, it may ask you to verify in some other way, and that's okay. What you need to do at that point is just check the box or click the link to verify using the Google Analytics. Okay, so once you verify using the Google Analytics, you'll be good to go, and then you'll go to property, and then you'll end up on this page, okay? So the first thing that we need to do in order to submit our site to Google is we need to go to where it says sitemaps. And when we get to sitemaps, I'm going to enter sitemap_index.xml. Now I'm going to go ahead and link this below so that you have the exact code to enter, okay? So this is the exact code. Perfect. So all this is doing is just making sure that when you make changes and you write blog posts and all of those things, that Google understands that you've updated your site. So every time you update your site, Google is going to go to your website, grab your new blog post, and then index that new blog post in Google. So every time you blog or every time you have an IDX listing and those types of things, it's going to make sure that you have everything you need, okay? So that people can find you. Now, the next step is to add our IDX real estate. That way that Google will actually index all of the IDX listings as well. So if 123 Main Street comes on the market and a seller or a buyer happens to Google 123 Main Street while they're sitting outside of 123 Main Street, your listings will actually come up in Google. And this is how Zillow does it. This is how Trulia does it. This is how Redfin does it. So I want you to have the same advantage as those big sites. So let's go ahead and index your site as well. Okay, so we're going to go back over here and we're going to click on add a property. And then I am going to do, remember we did realestate.domain.com. Okay, so I'm going to enter my domain here, honeybarsites.com. And don't forget to add the HTTP. Here we go. And once again, I'll link the template down below so that you can actually just grab that and go. I'm going to click continue. Perfect. We're going to go to the property. So now we're at realestate.honeybarsites.com. And what we need to do is we need to do the sitemap for this one. So this one's a little bit different. In order to get the sitemap for IDX Broker, we have to go to IDX Broker. So I'm going to go to IDX Broker. I'm going to click on Designs, Pages, and then I'm going to scroll all the way down and see where it says XML sitemap. I'm going to click on Link. I'm going to grab this. Oopsies. I'm going to grab this whole entire thing here. Copy. Go back to Google Search Console. Paste. Now remember, we only need to do this part. I'm going to remove this because Google already gives us that part, right? So I'm going to remove. So we're just going to do from IDX all the way down to the sitemap. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Submit. So we are done with the SEO suite, and I'm so proud of you because now all of your listings, your blogs, everything that you're doing every single week, all the hard work that you're putting in order to creating this site and making it awesome is now going to all be discoverable by Google, and you're going to start ranking higher and higher and higher in all of the search engines. So congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck on your brand new site.